Hey, moms and dads, welcome. So, you wanted to know what coding is and you wanted to learn a bit about coding. You've come to the right place because I am going to tell you what coding is and I'm going to teach you a bit of coding. But let's get to what exactly is coding. Now, coding is not some mysterious hacking and getting into somebody else's computers that we see in the movies. It's not that. Coding is basically giving instructions to a computer, clear, precise instructions to the computer to make it do certain things. That is coding. Basically, speaking to a computer in its own language. Now, you can compare coding to giving somebody a recipe, for example. In the recipe, what do? We outline all the ingredients and we outline the method of doing those ingredients. And it's very precise. If you give somebody a recipe and they decided to toss up all the different quantities and the method and do their own thing, it's going to end up a mess, right? So they have to be very precise and you have to list everything in exactly the order in which it needs to be done. First do this, then that, then that. You can't change this order. Generally, if you change the order, it's a very bad thing because the whole recipe will go off. So coding is just like that. When you want the computer to do something, you give it a set of instructions in a language it can understand, in a sequence that it can understand. Now, enough talk. Let's get down to coding. I'm going to show you exactly how to get started with your first computer code, and you can impress your kids that you know how to code. Now, all you need to get started is either a tablet PC or a laptop computer. And obviously a Wi-Fi connection. So what you do is you make sure you connect it to your Wi-Fi, and then you open up your web browser till maybe the Google screen or some internet page opens up, and then you're ready to go. I'm going to show you what to do next. In your browser, you go to the address bar and type in scratch.mit.edu, right? And then you'll probably see this little Scratch logo there. Hit enter and you'll enter the Scratch website. This is the Scratch website, right? Now, this is a very good intuitive website. You can look at all the projects that other people made. There's lots of tutorials here, etc. So it's definitely worth a browse. But now we're going to go to this section here, create, because we want to get down to actually creating our first project. We want to start coding. So click on create and it opens up this page here. Now there are some tutorials here, but that's what I'm doing, right? I'm giving you some tutorials. So you don't need to really get into this at the moment. But if at some stage you want to go through them, that's fine also, because they are there. You simply go out of the Scratch website and come back, you'll find them. But for the time being, I'm going to close this. Right, now we're going to use this language called Scratch to give instructions to this computer. Now the instructions will be in the form of these puzzle pieces here, and whatever instructions we give will be carried out in this screen here. So this is the output screen. In other words, input screen, output screen. We'll input all our commands here, and the computer will output the results there, right? This is an information section where we see all the information about the things we are working on, the elements we are working on here. Okay, let's get started, right? Because this is a quick tutorial. Now, the first thing we want to say to our computer is, when we click this green flag, this is the go button. When we click on the go button, something needs to happen, right? Think of this as when you click on the icon on your phone screen, or when you click on any button in any app. When you touch that button, something happens behind the scenes, and the computer knows, or your phone knows, or the app knows what happens, because somebody programmed it like that. Somebody programmed it to know what is the series of actions, or what are the series of actions that kick in after that. Okay, so what's going to happen when this green flag is clicked? Let's say, in a very simple way, we want this cat to start on the left side of the screen and glide all the way to the right side of the screen and then say meow. How's that? Let's now program the computer to do that. Now you might think that's difficult, but it's not. It's easy, actually. So we start with this section here, control. Click on it, and you can scroll up until you find events, right? You can scroll up and down. There's a lot of things going on here. You just click on control and you'll come to, no, sorry, events. You click on events and you go to that one when green flag clicked. Right. So now we've put an instruction. When the green flag is clicked, something needs to happen, right? And so we're going to put a list of all the things that are going to happen below that. Let's go to motion because we want this cat to move, right? So we go to motion, right? First and foremost, we want this cat to reposition itself somewhere there. Now, like I said, this bottom section gives you information about what's on the screen, right? So now if you look at this cat, you'll see it's in position 0, 0. But if you move this cat back there, you'll see this changes to 175 and 3. Let's change minus 175. Let's make it to 180 and make this one to 0. Right. So this cat now is at position minus 180 on the x-axis and 0 on the y-axis. Okay, now we've done that. We're gonna reposition it every time. So we click on go, we select this piece here, click it, drag it and drop it there. So see what happens? Go to x minus 180, y 0, meaning go to this position here. Go to block number minus 180 and 0. That's what it does. Next, glide. We want it to glide, right? So we'll get it to glide. So we'll use this one. Look, there's 2 glides here. We don't want random position. We want this glide here. We're gliding to a number. Okay, so let's drag that and drop it there. So we'll say glide 1 second. SECS is short for seconds, right? Glide 1 second to x. Make it 180. Right, so it's going from minus 180 to 80. That means it's going to go from the negative side of the screen to the positive side of the screen, right? So glide 1 second from there to there. Right, let's try it. See what happens. Click the green flag. Fantastic, the cat moved, right? Click it again, it moved. So you see what happens? It starts again there and then it glides forwards. Click it again, starts again there and moves forwards. Lovely stuff, right? Now, one other thing, we want the cat to make a sound. So we go to sound, right? Play sound meow. So we drag this one and we drop it there. Right, now let's see what happens. Because we added this one more piece. Click. Meow. So the cat has done the meow sound. Now, congratulations. You've just written your first computer program. It might seem like you were just playing a game. It just seems like it was all toys and puzzles. No, it's not. It's actually very significant what you did. You've given the computer a series of instructions in a structured way, right? Instruction 1, 2, 3, 4. When this green flag is clicked, do this, do this, do this, right? And you've accomplished that. So in essence, you have actually coded this movement of the cat into the computer, and you've learned exactly what coding is. Now this is the essence of coding. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know.